dude, what are you going to do about it? And in goes Mako on the level 2, the auto-Q before the flash. We said they were good, and they... Perhaps he should have been. This is Jackie Liver Mako after all. TN now moves down towards this bottom lane, and the wave is pushing away from Hope and Kyle. This is going to be so difficult for them to deal with. Croco's moving down as Mako just starts the fight again. Hope loses half his health, but Mako is rooted, and perhaps a chance here for AL to answer. Mako goes down. AL answer the aggression from top.
Yeah, Mako just...
Croco, kind of the ringleader, it feels like, of the team, moving down towards this bottom side, but Ala looking for the horn combo, triple brittle. Comes on through, 369 just clears the wave and keeps on trading. He does not care for your call on the Forge. Gun, and now down the bottom side as Jackie is caught out by Croco. Low on HP himself. The sleep will save the day, and Hope takes the kill.
Croco and AL
somewhere. It's answered by AL. This is what we wanted to see. This is what is required from AL if they want a chance in this series. But now top Esports, they go again. Roots in the bottom lane. Hope tanks it and cleanses, pushed into the bullet time, but he flashes to safety. Mako might be too deep on this one, but Cream is covered as well, and Kyle has found himself alone. He's not the one that wants to be farming underneath the tower. He's only level 5 on the cow, and top Esports are having beef tonight.
Yes, they are. There's not really a trade.
Might just be able to do so with the dot there, but no. Tien gets the smite. Jackie Love, though, has stuck around perhaps a little too long. Stunned up. Hope should be able to finish the job. Flash comes out from Jackie Love, but the fourth shot is just too much. Surprised to see the flash, to be honest. Might be a little bit late here. At least one grub is going to go the way of top Esports. And AL now just trying to stop 5 and 6 grubs, trying to potentially find an advantageous fight. Ala here to be that hard engage as Croco gets one grub. Might be all they get here. Roots tanked by Kyle, and now Ala looks to engage himself. Look at the combo coming through, but the bullets go wide, and Jackie Love walks away. Kyle, low on HP, he's overcommitted and will end up falling.
Not enough follow-up, and like you mentioned, that first bullet from Hope missing. No major pressure unless we see a hilarious flash Q from Tien right now over the wall, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I would have been surprised to see him go for that one just for a Drake, but it will be AL at least evening Drake. So they've challenged top Esports on neutrals early in the game. That's, you know, that's better than a lot of teams.
Look, Joe, I've seen teams throw bodies at plays for less in the LPL. Speaking of throwing a body at a play, Ala, the victim of a poppy dive that might take 2 rounds.
I mean, he's pretty tanky. He is pretty damn tanky, but Cream's pretty good at taking these towers down. Stun comes on through, and a couple of lightning bolts. The Forge God meets Zeus.
Very unlucky for Ala. There's not really much he can do. Poppy can always just harass him all the way back. And he just dies through his troubles. Cream will pick up that tower. Still got a plate on it as well, and it'll be first tower of the game. So a lot of gold. Actually, 369 beats him to it.
His teammate outplays him. 369 takes the first tower of the game. To be honest, I think you're quite happy with the gold. Can AL weather the storm? And the spoilers are, no, they can't. Nobody can.
All right now. And I mean, oftentimes gold leads can be deceptive, but then you also look at the items as, take a second, Mako, he's been slept.
Mako just goes in, he just walks in and like, what are you going to do about it? Tien gets his red buff. Was this worth it for Tien? Let's find out. For short, will find its mark. Hope gets one and a knock up on 369. As in comes the Croc, and maybe AL have overstayed. They found a kill. 4 can really start to come in. AL have got to find a way to get numbers advantage, to get a pick, and Croco is trying to do exactly that down in the bottom trade. Oh my god, what is the damage out from 369? Dodges the knockup, and Croco is sent away, but unfortunately, the Croc is all out of clock.
Indeed he is. Herald's in the mid lane here. Kyle's trying to make a meal of it. That's the ultimate from Tien.
IL, low HP. Oh, the Zip finds him. Cream with an Ultra Shock laser through the tower. And top Esports start to snowball. That's a tier 2 in the mid lane. Croco comes in behind the play. Big damage on Jacula, but the W denied, and Croco goes down instead. Every time you try and make a play, top Esports have the answer.
Just do. AL tried it. Tried to answer it, but top Esports, their rebuttal is just that bit stronger now. 369, he wants a bit of a rundown on Ala. I think he might just about have the... Well, He doesn't have enough fury. Oh, there is no tier 1 here, so it could
Yeah, Alec can't get out.
Yeah.
Alele yodels his last song as 369 tries to catch him. In the meantime, there's a big old scrap happening elsewhere, but Alec gets his combo off. And 369 now being surrounded. Alele turns it around and Shanks joins in the song.
Dominus 2 seconds.
369 will fall again. He just wants his 1v1, man.
Someone give this man a fair 1v1. Ramifications, because the dragon spawns up as 369 goes down. So nice pick up here for AL. 369 just feeling himself a little bit too much. Support top, mid, hell, even jungle. Jungle gets more bad rap. You know, I don't know who jungle's lawyer is, but they need a raise. The solo lanes, they don't
you know, Jackie Love 2,500, Cream 1,500. We talked about Cream and how good of a year he's had. And I think the thing that, hang on, an attempt on the top side. 369 used to slice the dice, flashes away though. Kaya locks him up. The Call of Forge God is there. Plenty of damage to finish that Croc. Croco killing a Croc. It's Crocoside.
Crocoside, he just couldn't move. Good E369.
I'll take towards the Baron.
Nah.
I think they're just going to clear vision here.
Yeah, they should be. There's a teleport top, so they're trying to cross map now. Lane assignments are a bit awkward. Shanks coming out, maybe there was a big bot wave to catch. I think there was. But is it enough time to not get caught out,
so.
even after getting the tower? Croco and Kyle are going to have to cover.
Not. I mean, Jackie Love's moving over. Too. Shanks immediately jumps. Buster shot available for him. Should Mako try and close the gap? But I mean, it's not just Mako coming, it's everyone. And Jackie Love finishes the kill. I mean, that Shanks down with Baron up on the map. That is not one of the tier 1 because Baron's going to get started.
Yeah, and this should go down as well, unless Croco can make a bit of a miracle happen. This Baron's being burnt down fast. 8,000 health already.
Croco has flash, has smite. Can he find his moment?
That's what they want.
He's going to get into the pit.
He's got it.
Gets it. Croco turns golden for AL. They abandon him. They know he's going nowhere. Puts the ball to sleep. Top Esports have a little slumber on the fact that Baron was nicked.
You'd imagine he would, but hey, maybe he's in a mood today. Who knows? AL, they're on this mid lane wave and they're getting engaged on. Ult from downtown and Hope's gone.
Hope's so far forward. Will survive with his flash, but his front line can't say the same. Croco now just arriving in the play for the Swill Seed. Goes right between the posts. Kael dies to his sapling. Chased down from the slope. And now Top Esports. They've only got 1 minion to work with, but I think that tower is as good as gone. That's going to be an inhib in the mid lane. And that's going to be Top Esports with undisputable map control.
Alright, I'm going to continue to be AL's attorney for today. On the bright side, this is the mid lane inhibitor.
I don't think on the bright side is a legal term. Top Esports, they fancy themselves a Drake.
Yeah, they should get it. Croco, he's dancing around the idea. I just don't think it's going to be enough. But you can see the potential. Croco!
Flash from Mako, he's proactive, but in goes Kael to save his jungler. Croco trying to get back into the fight again, but he's just going to get taken down. Just clicking in circles at this point. It's Top Esports. I think that might just be enough for them to break this base even further.
Yep, could even look for the end if they can get Hope here.
It's reminiscent of level 1 as Hope gets flashed on and sent away again. Ala tanking for his team, but he's just not big enough to take on 5, not with 280 carries. Top Esports even throws some roots in and it sends Shanks packing. That'll be a second inhib tower. No, it won't. Top Esports, okay, wait for the next wave. It will be the tower going down.
Tower, no inhib, but still damage done, lasting damage to the base again. I think it's safe to say Mako might actually just snag himself MVP for this game, to be honest with you.
It's quite possible. Cream's had a good one in the mid lane as well. I mean, TES engages have been fantastic. There's a bullet time, it's on zone! And that is the end of all hope for AL in this first game. 369 happy to tank them all up as Croco tries to escape. 3-man sleep is nice, but it's not nice enough to survive the buckler. Mako finishes the job onto Croco. And I think that might just be game. Jackie Love slowed by the trap, and it means Shanks should be able to get away. The slow from the Make It Rain is not enough to stop the rocket jump. And Top Esports are pretty much bang on their average game time. 31 minutes as they just about broach the 32-minute mark. It will be game one going their way. It will be a gold lead the entire game. It will be lane differences. But a bit of a fight back from AL, not going down without at least back.
Indeed, that's really big for this 2v2. Kyle? Yeah.
This is going on. This is going on. Shanks is moving over. Mako's low as Hope is chunked, but he's played long enough and he gets a slow onto Mako. Can Shanks finish the job? Flash from Kyle. One more auto finishes it, and Shanks gets first blood. Jackie Love now looks to extend the trade, but he's 2v1. Doing a good job of like reading top esports. They're like, look, Jackie Love and Mako extend this trade. They go for more. Shanks moves down and punishes. So many times in the previous game we saw 369, but Hope has to flash away. Jackie Love's low on HP, but Hope can't really get back in the action. And Mako survives. They turn it back around.
Oh my goodness me, blood for the blood god, the bottom lane.
Have their cake and eat it, as it were, as we often see. You know, I mentioned top esports love to get both, love to not trade. Forced to trade this time around.
Yeah, and I feel like this is going to be really nice, getting the grubs for side laning here. I feel like AL, they're not going to want to often group up here, 5 versus 5. Why are we getting a pip of the okay, that's why Arla's full HP. Thanks, Observers. He got the plants, who would have guessed? Look at that face. There's that dragon, finally being taken down. For top esports, they get the first one. Next one, Tex.
Jackie Love picked the right side of the tower to go around, and the right side was in fact the left side. Will survive thanks to that. Croco's sticking around in this bottom lane though. He's not left like he pretended. And 369 keeps on getting these good trades. He's meant to be holding him at arm's range. It's not happening. Double sleep comes on through. Croco taking the tower, gets out of range. True shot barrage goes slightly wide, but Croco knocked back under the bailout.
Oh.
Not quite in time. Hope now on the wrong side of the play. Shanks moves up to
Kyle
try and protect his AD carry, but the sapling slows it. And Cream, they're all there to be picked off one by one. Cream even gets up, but Shanks punishes. And now in a 2v1, Jackie Love has barrier. He's been baited in, and Shanks falls too.
And even at the end there for Shanks, that feels so bad. We don't
by them. Doesn't quite make sense, but I'm referencing Batman whether you like it or not. AL sent 3 bot lane to try and grab a first tower of the game, and top esports, they've got a lot of players on the top side of the map. Shanks suddenly could be in trouble. Mako is behind the mid lane tower. Croco isn't that far away, but he's not close enough either. Shanks will fall, and top esports, they find the answer again.
They do. Grubs are up in 40 seconds, so they'll have a little bit of time here.
Down on that bottom side with Ala overloading. But Tien has moved up to the top lane to make sure that Jackie Love can close that gap and will be gifted over these plates. Mako not going to be moving closer. Let's try and let Jackie Love get the plates if he can. I don't know if he really has the freedom to do so. Is Tien actually caught with a handshake? Here comes Croco. Answer comes on through from AL. They want to respond to the plate, and Mako is caught on the wrong side of the tower. The Ren stacked up. It's not quite enough though, and Croco is battered away. But there's a home run from Ala. Speaking of batting, fantastic play from AL.
The rift will be for the game.
So, good start from AL, honestly. 6 grubs, managed to contest one of the first 2 Drakes as well. Last time around, top esports were like 4,000 gold up at this point. This time, AL have managed to get an even. 369 has TP and Ala doesn't. I think that's why.
Yeah, that's also another big thing about Tien. Dragged himself off this Herald. Wonder if they're thinking that Ala does have TP on this timer.
I mean, he's about
That's
to.
what they're also worried about. And of course he's about to. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Cream trying to find the 1v1 with Shanks, but here comes Croco to finish the job, even committing the sleep just to guarantee it. 500 gold, a shutdown for Croco as top esports start the Herald anyway. Lilting, Lullaby, and Culling both on cooldown. 369 in the brush.
Do they know?
Dominus ticking. He's ready to get the stun on it. Tien gets the Herald. 369 gets onto Croco. Look at the damage out from 369. He's torn AL apart. Flank from Ala as Jackie Love manages to get inside the pit, but Ala's closing the gap. Jackie Love forced to get out the backside as Shanks carrying the rest of the play. It's absolute chaos on the rift. As now a TP, TN heals off the walls. Ala looks to get damage onto Cream. He's in a 2v1 though, as Shanks has abandoned the play. Cream punted towards Shanks. What a play from Ala! And TN goes down as well. Ala, that was insane!
The thundering blow, I think because of where Cream was going to land, it knocks him towards Shanks. No way. That's absolutely absurd. And it just about makes it a much more positive trade for AL. Absolutely nuts.
Themselves. This will be their second at Top Esports. Channel recalls. They acknowledge this is not the fight for them right now. Fantastic early game from AL. Fantastic mid game has been kicking off.
And they're only really apart by 1,000 gold. And when you look at the inventory, you know, itemization completions coming through. Almost everyone is at parry. The biggest gap is really top as Mako.
Mako's caught. Is the sleep going to be committed? Probably not. As Cream responds, but that's 5 players in the top lane for AL. It's a good true shot barrage though. Hunter 4 from Jackilo. I mean, that is the end of the play. That level of chunk across 4 players, there's nothing you can do.
No, and 369's answering down here on the bomb side too, so this whole cross map just falls in favor of Top Esports there off the back of one ultimate from Jackie. Much happier. Mako was almost in the position to shut down all of that. They're much happier and much more content, I feel, looking at smaller skirmishes. Your 2v2s, your 2v1s, things of that nature. That's okay, never mind.
Double sleep. It's Mako and Jackula caught, but there's no real follow-up, and his hope has to cleanse instead. As now they jump onto Cream, and he's gone immediately, curdled right before our eyes. And AL with a pick onto the enemy mid laner. They can look to Baron.
Yeah, big chunk on Jackie as well from Ala on the back end, so get this mid wave in. A lot of vision is already in your favor this side of the map. Go start that Baron up, pull Top Esports into you, and see what else you can find on the poke return.
I mean, Top Esports are all chunked as well. This is a really hard contest. 369, the healthiest, needs to be the one to go in and force the issue. Tien tries to get into the pit, but 369 pushed away by the hostile takeover, and Mako could barely get out with his life. In fact, take that back, maybe. Oh, no, he can. The shot pass goes wide as well. Mako somehow sprinted out to safety. Shanks is desperate for it, and he will be rewarded.
Eventually, does take down the Yordle with that Lucian W. They'll get this mid lane wave as well. Mid lane tower, no doubt, with the wave they've got there. Remember, 6 scrubs, these towers are going to melt when there's 2 or 3 members right in front of them. Another shot blast to Jackie Love's face, to 0 inside the CC. Locket shield can't even save him from TN. So much burst damage.
Yeah. Cream now 4 deaths in this one. We criticize Shanks for getting caught out in the side lane. I mean, Cream just steps too far forward in the team fight. I think perhaps not expecting the face call. Maybe didn't see that. 369 has an aggressive position he's found himself in. Wants to try and find a flank onto AL through the mid lane. TN starts the engage as here comes the croc. Stun onto the top side of the fight, and Hope will fall. The bailout not quite there in time. 369 just cuts through everyone, but Mako's gone too deep, and 369 fell as well. Swell seed onto Jackie Lovers. Shanks charges on forwards, and Ala is here to finish the job. He remembers 2023, and he wants revenge on Jackie Love. 1 HP in a dream, but Shanks puts that to bed.
The hopes of AL being reinvigorated because Top Esports look for a pick and hope that they can get home. And now another wave's on its way. Shanks is going to tank some of that, but he doesn't quite have the full HP, but it's enough between the two here with Grubs to break open the base, do that lasting damage, and they'll get the dragon as well. It's an absolutely massive fight that I feel like could have just been what breaks the camel's back here. I don't think Top Esports are going to have too many more chances, if any, to really come back into it. It was that one Hail Mary play.
Incredible, but it has been all Kyle on the support side of the matchup. The hostile takeovers in these fights, the handshakes as well. Using that face call effectively to find the knockups and peel for his team. Really, really nice game on that Renata for him.
Turn elements from AL. I mean, the Baron's just gone. That's the big problem.
Tien trying to get into the pit. The shield is there, but the Baron's already gone. And Cream sent back into his own jungle. 369 wants to jump forwards. He wants to be the front line, but he's a late game Renekton. and he just ain't tanky enough. Croco now chasing onto Mako, who's gone into no man's land. And look at this, flank TP from Ala, looking for Jackie Love, and he finds his mark once again. Ala has had a phenomenal game on the Jace, and he ain't finished just yet, as Cream falls for another, and it's the win for AL.
I don't think we're going to see Ala on this Jace again for the rest of the night. If I was Top Esports, I was one of those 5 players. I think that's the information I'd be relaying to my coach. As they're onto the Nexus Towers, and they're going to even out this series.
MVP performance from Ala out of the top side.
For a lead, and a very substantial one at that. Just nature of the jungle matchup as Croco. He's hanging around this bot side.
AL sets up onto Jackie Love, but they're underneath the tower, and Mako dodges away from the roots. Ignite is there though, and Hope has the damage to finish the job. Ignite from KL for first blood.
Yeah, I had my eyes there on whether or not the root was going to...
1,000 gold lead for AL at just the 5 3/4 minute mark. Don't think anyone's ever pointed out the 5 3/4 minute mark in League of Legends before, but here we go. 369 with an all-out onto Ala. He's not even level 6 just yet. And guess what? 2 supports have entered the top lane as well. Mako flashes to grab himself a kill.
Yeah, it's a grub rotation coming out here.
I agree. Hopefully, for Worlds, we'll see that back in force. Ala, some really nice trades in the 2v1. Keeps on getting those grass procs, but Mako wants to finish the job. Challenge issued, and Ala gets another grass proc. He's somehow going even in the 2v2, but TN's here. It's not a 2v2 anymore. Riposte ain't enough, and TN will grab the kill. Let's be honest, Daisy grabbed the kill.
Daisy Tyson picks that one up. Side. But this is actually probably okay for Top Esports. They can either take one play after this next wave, as Croco caught by a root, and there's a blast cone here for Mako.
Oh, true shot barrage means there's enough damage to finish the job, and a culling on top. Beautiful setup from Mako and TN. Cream the one to get that damage down. Nice pick from Top Esports, and it looked like there was no damage. It looked like, I could see why Croco thought he was safe, but the true shot barrage is just too good from Jackie Love, and Shanks pushed away in the mid lane as well.
Yeah, pushed back. Big wave crashing in the bottom side as well. Top Esports, will they look to use that? The answer is no. Mako's gone back to base. He wants to go set up for the grubs, no doubt. But a lot of prio just about everywhere for Top Esports at the moment, and it's feeling reminiscent of Game 1.
Yeah.
Where the options were very limited for AL, and it gave Top Esports a lot of freedom to basically do whatever they wanted on the map. A lot of that this time, though, really has been from, you know, proactive lane assignments, and Tower as well is quite high HP, I think. It's still above half HP, and that Draven ult will clear out the wave.
I think Cream just blocked the Draven ult, so it
oh
wouldn't hit
yeah,
the
you know
wave.
what? I think redemption as well. Very, very important there. Heals him up like 250-ish HP. Ensures that a 369 no threat of being dove, and that 1v1, it will eventually turn, the tide will turn eventually. Ala will very handedly win that 1v1.
Oh, Daisy goes back in and is immediately finished. Magnus Storm as Hope flashes to safety. And now the bullet time in response. Mako forced the flash, but it's a root onto Shanks. 369 there, but the damage isn't. 369 onto the tower to finish the job. Sacrifices himself, but denies the adoration. Jackie Love survives as Ala tries to do the same.
Goodness me, top laners, same brain right there. Over 200 stacks taken off of Shanks' adoration. It's a huge amount of gold stripped away for a potential cash-in, so 369 understood his role there and was very happy to sacrifice himself for it. Kyle.
Croco's behind them. Stranglethorns comes out. It's back off the cooldown. And Hope. Vision. Oh, we can't get vision. The ward is in the Ivan brushing off the real one. And Mako walks away for AL. That's the advantage they've got, really. I don't know if he can finish the T. Oh, no. The TP comes through from Cream. And with 369 here as well, Ala is going to go 0, 4, and 0.
Okay.
No, he's not! He gets the Hex Gate! Ala's out of there! Nature of it, isn't it? Top Esports have to win this series so that they can get to finals and then lose dramatically in game number 5 when it all looked so good.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie Love must have used his E aggressively. Hope punishes very happily.
Yeah, very happily, and probably not a lot of life still at the minute for Jackie Love either in the build. Still very early on, so Hope is going to take a sizable chunk.
That's going to be the
out
tower.
of this tower.
Hope actually manages to get the tower first after all of that from Jackie Love. Now Mako on the top side. Feels like Top Esports kind of want him. 2 items on TN. That's the advantage that Top Esports are playing with, and they kind of need to get this. Drake, it'd be soul point for AL. If they can find the steal, Croco moves on in, but Mako denies the engage. He answers with losing his own life. No, the heal! And it's Croco that gets the kill. Shanks, no cash in. His Cream is caught in the back of the pit. Flash is available. Tien's there as well. Croco gets some plants down. Tien's still staying at the back of the pit. Daisy's second round of the fight.
Oh my god, Daisy!
He's just staying. Okay, bullet time. That's enough.
Do you know who else ends games? Fiora on a side lane.
Yeah.
So that is also technically less time until Elder spawns. In a way, it's almost kind of good.
The significant win condition from the side of AL. Oh, hang on. Cream's walking straight into Ala. Ala wants to find his combo. That's 3 vitals, gets the 4th. The heal is there, but so are the whole team from Top Esports. Cream will finish the job. Riposte comes on through, but it's just not enough.
Yep, and there's no setup here for AL to cross map for a Baron, or even, you know, threaten it. Good job, Top Esports again. You know, that side lane, it sucks for Cassante, but you know what you can just do? Send the other mid laner, send the other solo lane to it. In this case, Cream is more than capable. In this case, got a lot of help. As he did face check Arla, probably would have died by himself. His Hope's in a bit of trouble now.
Hope knocked up, dodges away from the root, has to flash the wall eventually. Mako charge forward to Jacula. Finds his mark. The sniper from the bottom lane for Top Esports, and Croco forced a flash as well. Out of nowhere, Top Esports find huge advantages.
Yep, and they're going to get this tier 2. And that becomes more and more suffocated for AL. I must be very excited about seeing this Fiora pick. 0-4-0.
Yeah.
It's not that Atlas played a bad game. I'd say that's more on Top Esports of that.
And you know, these kind of compositions for Top Esports, we've seen coming in. You know, Ivan has a history in the LPL. Hang on a second, Croco's caught. Croco's down. Kyle might not get out with his life either. As Cream, he may have lost his Tristana win streak, but he's looking to set one up on Lucian instead.
Yeah. And that's just going to be Top Esports stamping their authority.
Yeah.
All over game number 3.
This one's been kind of painful to watch, honestly. Drake's back to back as well as the Baron for Top Esports. And honestly, TN's Ivan is kind of nuts, no? Like, this is his 7th game on the champion, and it'll be his 6th win if they finish it off. Right now, AL are on 40 championship points. If they get a win here, they can make regionals instead of JDG. But a loss here is enough to send them home. This will end the year for AL in Top Esports. The gatekeepers of the top 4, the gatekeepers of the regionals, and look to break down the gates here of AL space.
They're gonna do just that. Kick down the doors. Off the hinges. Look for a mid lane siege now, I'd imagine. Arla's doing his best to keep the wave really shoved up, but he's gonna have to yield this position as the rest of the Top Esports members rotate over. Baron's still got 40 seconds left. How much of a meal? Oh my god, Croco!
Oh, what a pick from Top Esports! Jacula dives in to get that final ticket damage down. Hope denied his ultimate as Top Esports break the base. What a pick to finish the game there. Beautiful little combo. Feels like a team win, you know? They're all such exceptional players. Whirling Death to try and clear the way, but there's a cannon there. Kyle tries to be somewhat on the front line, but he's just not tanky enough, and Creed is 2v1ing Hope and Croco on the backside. 3 inhibs down. Top Esports are done with game number 3. They were offended by the audacity of AL winning game number 2, and they are not having any more of it. Jacula finds another. It's rage splitting on the bottom side of the map. He knows it's over. AL all know that this one is
big wave crashing as well. Hope. He's going to stick around. He's super low. There's no jungler on either side of the map down there because they're both up here. TN's making his way towards Ala.
Ala's getting solo killed. Ala's getting solo killed by 369. He's 9s all day today.
Let's look at this 1v1. There's a dash forward from Ala. Uses the empowered Q. That's Ala. And Gragas, I mean, as 369, he kind of just stands there and takes it because he can. That big old damage.
Flying on in. Creep has very much control of the mid lane.
Yeah, Shanks is also very much out of mana. I think there is a plant there, just barely off screen as Croco steals away the blue. Doesn't get caught by the root.
Early on the Stranglethorns
there
from
though.
TN. Forces the flash from Croco. True shot hits two. In comes Hope to finish Mako off. Support for support. Cream still hammering out the poke, and so is Jackulov. AL can't stick around. Has had an exceptional year. Cream is a player in my mind that this is the year for him to prove that he is a top mid laner. All the previous years, you know, his time on OMG, it was him making a name for himself and starting to become a household name within the LPL. This is the year, this is the playoffs for Cream. To separate himself from the pack, TP's coming down on the bottom side as Hope uses that ultimate. Requiem comes into play, and Jackulov is taken out of the picture. Hope grabs the kill as Mako is knocked up as well. Do they have the CC to finish the job? I don't think so. TN protects his support as Ala isn't done hunting just yet. And TN looks pretty juicy to him under the tower. Big damage onto the plant as KL gets back out of tower range. But TN doesn't have a way out. The wave is about to crash, and I think he's about to be dived. In the meantime, Croco's been solo killed by 369, and Tank Gragas with 2 solo kills in a single game. Hope answers at least with his second.
All right, Hope will normally build Bramble Vest to like cut down Renekton's like healing trade, but he doesn't even have Bramble Vest. Like he's just winning these trades that hard. You know, like
don't need to cut his sustain if you could just out sustain his sustain. Says 369. Cream TP's down. And it'll be a tower surely, but here's Hope to get some damage down alongside Ala. True shot barrage is there, and 369 will fall. Huge shutdown for Hope, and Shanks gets one as well. Massive play for AL.
Okay.
That one I'm really not sure. Just in caster mode, just confidently say anything. And
just say anything, and it'll get proven wrong later on. Twill, hello!
Mako says,
goodbye.
Go in. Requiem down though to try and answer, but it's not quite enough damage. Culling comes through. Jackulov protecting his support. He finally has one and he loves it. Turns it around onto KL, and that'll be Drake for TES.
Goodness me. What a snap moment there from top Esports. Mako as well squeaks out. 1 HP. I can't quite remember who was blocking that culling, but I think Mako's going to give him a big old hug after this game.
It was Jackie
their second dragon.
His very own AD carry.
His very own AD carry. Now,
damage. This Shiv not hitting as hard as a Kraken Slayer.
It's me. Oh! Okay. Scary.
This is a scary game. There's a lot of knife's edge play in this game from both teams. They both know quite how important this game.
Hey, guys, don't worry about why I now have full rage in the middle of mid lane when I haven't been in combat for the last 30 seconds. Nothing strange.
Fighting the wolves, I swear.
Do with that information what you will.
Okay, Requiem pre-fight here. That's a nice little chunk onto top Esports. What do we get in? 70 gold. 10 more than last time. Or 9 more, I can't count.
Actually 9. It's okay. This is hard.
To be honest, a pretty weak attempt on the Baron, while Cream just does the Drake on the other side of the map. Top Esports. They eat macro like that for breakfast.
We get a tower as well out of this. A little bit of mid-game shenanigans here from AL. Gonna cost them a tower. Soul point, not the most impactful thing right now, but I tell you what, in 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
3-0-2, has his Kai'Sa. This is his moment to really show the world what he's made of and show everyone why AL are in the top 6 right now. Why they deserve a shot at that double elimination. TP behind enemy lines from Ala. This time, the Dominus will work out. This time, it's set up, but Kael's just evaporated before my very eyes. Ala late on the flank. He's trying to get in, but he's 1v4 at the moment. 369 arrives to turn it 1v5. It's an unmitigated disaster for AL.
And that'll be Baron off the back of this play here for top Esports. The game has been on a knife's edge. Croco's here. He's got flash. Not worth it. His call.
Oh
Even
no.
gonna smite those, and now they're on the wrong side of the map.
Oh, Croco's doomed,
Even
isn't
worse. Yep. Goodbye. Oh.
he? And there we go. One last auto from Cream. Finishes the job. It's Baron. It's a bunch.
Prospects of AL.
Yeah.
Bringing this to a game 5 are slowly dwindling.
Top Esports, they've got that Baron. They're one of the most efficient teams with the Baron in the entire game. They're so good at taking these objectives, and with a Corki Ezreal comp as well. It's not like the comp's not good at sieging. They're going to pressure in both mid lane and bot lane, and both in-hip towers barely surviving, although the bot lane calls me a liar as it falls. And Top Esports very much on the cusp here. All of those stories of the AL players could be ending, as it's 2 inhibitors. Mako chunked in the Requiem will finish the job. That's 1 for AL.
They have to chase this down.
Prey Seeker doesn't land, the Void Seeker even. As Hope can't really find a way in. Kael can't find a flank as it's warded. They got 1 pick onto Mako. Oh no, Kael is caught by the roots! And Top Esports, they lose Mako, they answer in kind onto Kael. That will be soul, short of a miracle for AL.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to fight here in this choke for the red buff. We'll go for Top Esports, and now that'll be Dragon. Soul Point. AL, Jinx Star, Top Esports. Every time Top Esports wins a fight.
Yeah.
No doubt, as they're looking to continue to
Here we go.
stamp authority here.
Mako ended his EDG legacy to be a part of this team. Cream came over from OMG to be a part of this. 369 left the JDG Super Squad to rejoin this team. And right now, they're about to broach that double elimination once again. They're going to go back into that all too familiar top 4 in the LPL. As the third inhib is broken, the base in shambles for AL. They have one last opportunity, one last ditch defense.
They have to find something magical. Kyle's got to find the backline. Arla's got to get in there, and Hope's got to assassinate a Squishy. That's it, but the time's running out. They've got to pull the trigger soon.
It's a team effort from Top Esports. As in goes Ala. Mako denies his engage. Cream escapes as well, as Ala now chunked, knocked up, and will be finished off. 369 escapes the top side of the play. Requiem onto 369 and Mako, but it's just not enough. And Top Esports will find those Nexus towers. They will find AL's members' hope sent back onto the fountain as Top Esports remind